Hello, everybody. Welcome on this new section of transforming organizations for good fast by Red 42. So I'm starting this little series of videos here. This time with the topic "Nobody gives a shit about profits." And you might ask, what the hell is Niels talking about? Everybody cares about profits. I mean, companies they all care about profits. And this is not a quote or an idea or a sentence I came up with. The original sentence is from W. Edwards Deming, and it's not nobody gives a shit about profits, it's nobody gives a hoot about profits. This is a quote that's included in the What Would Deming Do book as well. And quite honestly, it took me a while to wrap my head around this idea. Nobody gives a hoot about profits. I thought the man had hadn't understood things. I wondered, why is he saying that? It doesn't make any sense. Also, I had to look up the expression to give a hoot. You know, I didn't know it. I think that must have been a more popular expression before it became common to say the word shit in public and in business. So nobody gives a shit about profits. Nobody gives a hoot about profit. Why? Right? And this combines well with an observation that we make in our consulting work as well, Silke and I. When we do transformation work from alpha to beta, command and control to decentralized and democratic, we always notice that there's so much waste hidden in companies, an incredible amount of waste and loss and suffering. Of course, every company claims that it's about being profitable, making money. It needs to make, as we have discussed many times. It's necessary for companies to make a profit. Still, alpha organizations are not incapable of making profits, but incapable of making the profits that the company deserves, to make, or that it should make. Alpha organizations are organized waste, organized demotivation, and organized suffering in many ways. So here's the thing: nobody gives a hoot about profit. What does it mean? It means that in spite of all the talk about profit and profitability, um, companies don't act upon it. Except the Toyotas, except the beta companies. They really try to work on, you know, reducing waste and increasing value creation. But everybody else, I mean, I think the best example is a company that calls one of the big consulting firms, that is always wasteful. It never works. If you had, as a company, if you wanted to solve problems, if you wanted to become better, if you wanted to become less wasteful, if you wanted to increase value creation, you should never call one of the big consulting firms, because they cannot and do not want to solve problems. And if you already have another thing in mind, like firing people, why don't you do it without the consulting companies? So that kind of action, or cost cutting, even, it's the best proof. A company that does cost cutting, it's the best proof that an organization doesn't want to make profits, doesn't want to be profitable, because cost cutting is, I'm overweight, so I cut something off my body. I cut a hand off or an arm off, but that's not losing weight. That's not weight reduction. It's self-inflicted brutality. So yes, companies do not act in the spirit of making profit. Don't believe in what I'm saying. Don't believe in what Deming is saying. Think about it for yourself. Thanks for watching.